They go in with a lot more care than they did last time. I hope that they have a bit more respect for humans and human life.
With the notice to quit these properties now expired, the protesters are squatting here on borrowed time. The bailiffs could arrive at any moment. A final battle of wills is about to begin. In Wanstead, this is Louise Bevan for London Tonight.
In other news, 2 doctors have been charged with manslaughter after the death of a 4-year-old girl they were treating. Bethan Little was receiving growth hormone treatment at St Albans City Hospital when she was allegedly given a massive dose of glucose and later died. The doctors will appear in court next week, more than 2 years after a 2-year investigation by Hertfordshire Police. The funeral took place this morning of veteran Labour MP Jo Richardson. She died last week after a long illness, aged 70. Miss Richardson was MP for Barking in East London and a fearless champion of women's rights. Now, action against truants. Some of the biggest grants from a government fund to crack down on children staying away from school will pay for special patrols in London boroughs. Annabel Hackney has the details.
It's hard enough these days to guess the ages of young people. But if pressed, who would ask a group of girls who may look school age if they should be in class? Would the shop assistant, the security guard, or a fellow shopper?
But that's just what Truancy Watch plans should happen. The government said today it would like everyone in the community to help in the fight against truancy, especially in mouths like this one.
£14 million of new money will go nationwide to education authorities, with London boroughs getting some extra funding. And now, in league with schools, there'll be full-time special patrols in mouths, challenging children, especially in ones like that on Merseyside, from which toddler Jamie Bulger was abducted by 2 youngsters playing truant. And parents will now have to provide detailed notes when their children miss school. But the plan's got a thumbs down from young people at Brent Cross today.
I don't think it would, because they don't even listen to their teachers or parents. They wouldn't really listen to someone else.
They can't control them. Like, if that's what they're going to do, they're going to do. They're going to do it.
At Brent Cross, this is Annabel Hackney for London Tonight.
Members of the royal family are often shown shaking hands with people, but at a hospital in West London today, that royal routine took on a special significance. Christopher Peacock explains.
The Queen, a recent hospital casualty herself when she fractured her wrist in a riding accident, arrived at Mount Vernon with her left hand in plaster, strapped in a silk scarf. Shaking hands, normally a routine part of any royal occasion, would become the talking point of the day. The man she was due to meet owes his left hand to the hospital. Detective Sergeant Rob Window explained to the Queen it took a 10-hour operation to have it sewn back on again after it was severed by a man brandishing a samurai sword. The London policeman has spent 16 months receiving intensive therapy here. He's just undergone a 3rd operation and is due to return to full-time police duties soon.
Unfortunately, today, more and more police officers in the line of duty do get injured. But that's what we get paid for, to go out there on the street and do our job. So, no, it hasn't put me off.
Flowers for the Queen from 7-year-old Danielle Fitzgibbon. Her face was badly burned when a gas canister exploded on a camping holiday. Mount Vernon is a frontline hospital in time of national emergency. It specialises in burns and plastic surgery and was on standby during the Gulf War. At Northwood, this is Christopher Peacock for London Tonight.
Wembley Stadium's future as the home of English soccer is under threat. The Football Association is threatening to take their money-spinning showpiece matches away from the famous old stadium unless they get a bigger slice of the financial cake. The FA is locked in a bitter dispute with the stadium's owners and want to renegotiate their contract. And there's just one soccer result tonight. Charlton have caused one of the biggest upsets in this season's FA Cup. They beat Blackburn 1-0 at Ewood Park in tonight's 4th round replay. That's it. We're back in the morning in GMTV. Good night.
Hello, well, don't be dismayed if you hear the sound of rain tonight. It'll all be gone by the morning, and it's only going to be like rain anyway. Here's a satellite photograph, and this is the band of rain that's working its way across the country during the course of tonight. Let's have a clearer look at the exact picture. Quite a bit of cloud around. Most of that rain, in fact, is going to be gone by about 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Temperatures mild and those winds are quite gentle and they're out of the south. In the morning, back to sunshine, quite a bit of it, maybe a little more cloud around than we experienced today. Winds turning around a bit and coming out of the west. By the afternoon, there's no real change in the afternoon, maybe slightly more cloud than in the morning, and there's winds picking up speed just a little. Temperatures 8 or 9, that's the upper 40s, just below the 50 mark. Here's the summary.
Another straight left. And Clay is down. Cooper has downed him. Oh, a beautiful.
Staggers again. Lefts and rights to the body from Charlie and a right to the head. And a left and right to the head. He has one of them in trouble.
The WBO champion of the world, Chris Pyatt, defends his title in the bout to knock the other man out. Live tomorrow at 10:45.
In an hour, prisoner cell block H after the story of the night fighters in Network First.